Hi, everybody. Today, let me check my mic really quick. Okay, yeah, we're good. Today, I have a shorter episode, so sorry to disappoint, but I'm actually going to Tyler's concert today with my friend. We're so excited. That's why I'm kind of dressed up. Like, I normally am not wearing these types of clothes. I'm usually wearing my sweats and my hoodies, like y'all's know. Um, so let's get into it. Welcome back to Caffeine and Confessions. So basically, I told you in the last episode, I'm going through a breakup, right? Literally happened a few days ago, and I want to crash out every single day of my life, but am I gonna do that? No, I'm not. Well, yes, I have a lot, but holy, I can't even think right now, guys. Also, favorite energy drink. Please go check it out. Sour green apple ghost. Anyways, yes, I am crashing out. But I wanted to give you guys my biggest piece of advice for any breakup because I've been through it's not like I'm an expert or anything. Like I've only been through two, but the best thing you can do for yourself is not to look at any of their social medias, not to look at their reposts on TikTok, not to not look at their location even if you do have all these things and they haven't blocked you. Do not do it. You need to stay strong. That is the biggest thing that has helped me a little bit more this time is so we broke up one other time, but this is the second time we've broken up, and last time I had full on crash outs because I was looking through everything, which I should not have been doing. So don't look through their stuff, and also don't try and sit in your sadness. It is good to feel, but don't stay there and don't linger because there's no point and it's not doing you any good. So keep yourself distracted. Another thing, keeping yourself distracted just makes you forget everything and you literally will be feeling great, right? Well, obviously when you start remembering again and you're not having fun or you're not distracted, it sucks. But if you keep yourself distracted most of the day, you're usually fine. Also, don't look at sad TikToks and don't listen to sad music because those will keep you in your sadness. These are the things that I think if you were to stay in your sadness, this is what you'd be doing is looking through their reposts, listening to sad music. It just doesn't help you. If anything, honestly, I've noticed I've been tempted to play a sad song because I wasn't feeling good. You don't really want to hear music when you're feeling bad. You kind of pick your music depending on your mood. So I pick a song and then I was like, you know what? Shut up, London. You're not a wimp. I am a wimp, but this is what I tell myself. I don't know if this is healthy or not, but I just switched to a better song and instantly I felt way better because it was a good song that I have good memories with, good nostalgia. If you have to, play one of those and make sure the song that you play does not remind you of them. That's don't play a happy song that reminds you of them. That's the worst thing you can do. Um, yeah, so I'm trying to think if I have any more advice for you guys, but we're gonna get into that. I wanted to talk about how the college experience isn't real anymore. I don't know if I've mentioned this or not, but it's not. And anyone that's having the college experience that's just partying, that's all it is. And where are the people that did that when they were our age? Are they in a good spot? Probably not. Are they probably divorced with three kids that they have to take care of by themselves because they couldn't keep their vaginas out of the wieners? Probably. So just if you're feeling lonely and you're feeling why am I not having the same college experience as other kids? It's not even the college experience. They're just dumbasses. I'm sorry. And if you're thinking the college experience is something else, oh, maybe you meet friends, it's not. Unless you're going out and going to these parties, it's not going to be like that. You're going to be on the grind. You're going to be working towards whatever your major is. There's not going to be a lot of socializing other than class. You can meet people there, but you're going to have your tight friends. It's not going to be a huge crazy, like, adventure. And maybe it is, and maybe I'm totally off, and some people are like, whatever, she doesn't know. Like, I'm in college, I have all these things. But for me, at least, I'm not feeling that. My sister's been in college for also years. She's not feeling that. Like, I don't know. I just don't think it's a thing anymore. And it's, honestly, it's just like, going to college is lonely. Like, you don't know anyone, you have to figure everything out all over again. You're not comfortable, you're in a new spot. Like, it's not meant to be fun for like the first couple years, I'm pretty sure, until you find some good friends, but like people make it out to be like this time of their life, like, oh, the college, like, I loved my college experience, like, you have to go, all this stuff. It's like, I don't know. I talked about this, like, how people, like, say these things, like, they peaked in high school, too. Like, I feel like they peak in high school because they say this stuff, and now, like, I get the feeling, like, oh, you peaked in college. Like, you didn't peak in high school, now you peaked in college. Like, you can just tell by, like, them talking about it where they are now in their lives. It's like, okay, I could see how you thought that was so great because your life that you're living right now is not amazing and you didn't really do much. So, anyways, I'm saying sacrifice it now. Sacrifice your high school, your college experience, whatever you want to call it, and be on the grind. And then the rest of your life is great, and you don't have to look back and be like, oh, my high school experience, my college experience, those were the best days of my life. No, like, your whole life will be great if you just grind it out for a little bit while you're young. Anyways, but no one talks about how lonely it is. That's the thing. It's like, I see some TikToks here and there that are like, no one really has a college, like, experience anymore. I'm like, yes, you guys, like, understand, but then, like, no one wants to post those sad things. Like, people, they want to post, like, the good parts of their life. No one wants to post, like, I'm lonely, I'm depressed, like, someone help me. Like, they feel, like, weird posting that, right? I can't think, guys. Ugh. I have a headache and I'm hungry, so, okay. I don't even know where I am. I don't know what I was talking about. I was just yapping. Okay, moving on. Kanye's wife in the scheme. So, if you didn't watch the Grammys, which I don't know who wouldn't have seen it somewhere on the news, it was everywhere. Kanye invented, like, it was his brand. It was clothes. It wasn't clothes. It was, like, a mesh see-through dress that his wife had on, and she took off her coat, and she was basically naked at the Grammys. So then, on Instagram, a couple days later, he posts on his story, and it's like, I beat the world record. Like, my mom, my wife is the most searched human on the planet or something. Like, I was like, she was searched more than the Grammys was searched this year. Like, like, how many times I'm gonna say, like, that's crazy. And his kids seeing that, and all the other kids that were there were seeing that. It's just like, okay, bro, you did it, but at what cost? Like, what, now what? Like, he literally thinks he's so above everyone else that no one else gets him. So for him to do this stuff is like, okay, like, it doesn't matter because no one's on my level, basically. But everyone else seeing this is like, he's lost his mind. I honestly think something happened to him. Like, I don't know what happened, but there was some switch in some time of his career where he is just not the same man's. I just feel like he's a fraud. Like, it's not the actual Kanye or something. I don't know. Okay. Moving on from that, we had to talk about it because that was insane. He's just, like, trying to beat these records or whatnot, prove he's, like, a freaking god, but, like, what? Huh? Like, it's just, like, I just can't. Like, take a look in the mirror, bud. Like, what? Like, what? Okay, moving on. Lots of people and my friends are, like, dude, like, I'm like surprised you can just like say this stuff and like put it on the internet and not think. And honestly, like, I don't think, like, after I do this episode, I don't remember any of it. I have really bad memory loss. I talked about this. I'm going to therapy soon. I'm doing EMDR therapy or something for it. I don't know if that'll help. We'll see. So like that's why I have such an easy time just saying whatever the fuck I want and like not caring or thinking about what other people are thinking, because I'm like, wait, I don't even remember what I said last episode. Like you could not, like, if you ask me, oh, what was your last episode about? I don't know. Let me think. Do I know? Yeah, I do. I do, but I don't remember what I said in it. I just remember because I'm picturing the title as like LDS Part 2 and toxic things that boyfriends do. Anyways, that's besides the point. I think people are really like startled. They're just like, what? Like, how are you able to do this? And I honestly, I don't know. I think it's because the memory thing, but pros and cons of being so open like this, I feel like are not talked enough about, because celebrities and everyone are on the internet, and I feel like it's weird to me that they haven't, like, I haven't really seen a video. Maybe there are some videos out there, I don't know. I haven't seen a video of someone talking about the pros and cons of being like all over the internet and being like out, like everything, like their personality, everything is out there. But so some pros, I'm sure people will see this and be like, oh, like, let's be good friends. Great. Maybe I'll make some friends from this. I get to talk about whatever I want to you guys, because there aren't a lot of people that want to listen to me like this. And like, it's like I'm talking to someone, but they don't have input. So I'm not like embarrassed what to say because they're not saying it to my face. Is that bad? Because obviously you guys are going to see this and say stuff afterwards, but the fact that I'm talking to you right now and there's no one coming at me for what I'm saying is so much easier. What's another pro? I think, oh, these are some good pros. People can relate. People can relate to whatever I put out there, and if I've talked about this before, like, people need like an outlet, whether it be music, a podcast, something that keeps them going every day. I feel like sometimes it's good, because I know I did. That's why I'm saying this is like, I was so excited to listen to this one podcast every day, and that's what got me out of bed and got me motivated, right? Like, but like my life kind of sucked at the time, or I just feel like, so that's another thing, is I'm sure like people are listening to this like, oh, like, I can't wait to hear what she says this day, like, even if they don't agree with everything I say, but maybe it's just interesting to them. That's another one. Some cons. I'm pretty sure people will not agree with a lot of things I say, and that's for them to decide if they still want to be friends with me or not, but I feel like I've had some people in my life start acting a little different since I've been posting these, and I'm kind of just like, okay, like, I haven't done anything to you, so I kind of know this is what it's about. Like, what did I say that offended you, you know? Because it's not like I talked about them at all, but it's like, I know, like, some of our thinking is maybe different, but like, honestly, if they're gonna be like that, who cares? Like, they're not your real friend, right? I don't know. Yeah, if they had an issue, they'd come to me for it. So, is there a shadow on my face? Yeah, there is. Okay. Another con, I could definitely get canceled or some backlash from this. Like, I've had people DM me that are like, that, like, what? Like, you can't just say this stuff online. And I'm just like, yes, I can. Freedom of speech. Anyone can say anything they want online. So, there's that. But I don't know. I just don't let it affect me. Also, because I'm like not freaking big enough to let it affect me. Like, I hardly ever get those, and if I do, it's like, okay, you're like probably some 80-year-old grandpa that's like whacked out of his mind, or like some creep that's like been watching me for the last however many videos, you know? So I just don't think about it that much, so it doesn't affect me. I'm trying to think of another con. I think, yeah, I don't know, like losing friends, that could be one. Oh, one more would be like, I don't know if future jobs look at this type of stuff, but I feel like everything's so on the internet these days. Like, I applied to a job once that had me put in my Instagram to see if they were going to hire me. I was like, what? So, that could also be like scary. Like, whatever I put out here is like definitely going to be looked at by future employers. But, you know, YOLO. We're just doing it. Okay. We're gonna, sometimes, London, sometimes I just get yapping. We need to get to the next topic, but I don't know what it was. Oh. Let's talk about love bombing, because I think this term has been thrown around a lot for multiple reasons, because people think things that are love bombing are things that aren't love bombing are love bombing, and I just feel like we need to go into further detail. So, is he love bombing you, or she, or do they just love you? All right, do the gifts come at times where things could be at the end or in a tough spot? This is the one that I'm like, yes, okay, this is how you are going to determine if this person is love bombing or if they are actually just obsessed with you. If you got gifts here and there throughout your whole relationship, but as soon as it's about to end, they give you everything and anything, that's a love bomb. At that point, that should be your cue to walk away and be like, okay, that was that. But if they were consistently buying you stuff through the whole relationship and then they do probably the same towards the end, that was a healthy relationship. That's not a love bomb. Has he or she stopped doing things after the first 3 months of dating? This is love bombing to the max. If they shower you in gifts and do whatever you want for the first 3 months because they're just in honeymoon phase, lovey-dovey, will do whatever for you, but then it becomes this point where you're just like, okay, now we're comfortable. Now I'm not going to do as much for you. Now I'm going to stop doing what you want to do. Now we're going to do more what I want to do. Now we're going to do, like, now I'm going to stop making time for you. All this stuff. You were loved bombed. Okay? Loved bombed? My dog's back here. Her little head's poking up. So yeah, there's your answer for you on that one. Another way to tell is like, this isn't going to work for everyone because not everyone keeps a journal. But if you keep a journal and you've been writing about your relationship for the last year or whatever, and maybe you're ending it, or like the last few months, and then you just like ended it, I would look at your journal before you decide if it was a love bomb or not, and go through and see, like, because most likely if they do a ton of nice stuff for you, you're gonna write it down because that's gonna like make you happy, and obviously it'll like reflect on how you feel throughout the relationship, and like each day you write down, you'll talk about something that they did, right? So going back in your journal and checking for like, oh, like, okay, they were consistent our entire relationship, like this isn't a love bomb. That's huge. And just in general, writing in your journal can like let you go back. Okay, this is not to do with being like love bombed. It can let you go back and like reflect on your life and like patterns that you weren't seeing before with whatever is going on in your life. Like, I just did this a couple days ago. That's why I'm talking about it. But if you go back and like you had the last 2 years and you see what you wrote, and maybe like I was writing like once or twice a month. That's it. But I could tell how I was feeling every month just by what I was writing down. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I was so depressed last year. Like last year compared to this year's journaling has been like, what? Actually it was like the year and last year and a little bit of the year before that. And like I saw where I made the flip. Like I saw what made me like get into this like depressed phase and like let it go for so long. So it's just so good to reflect, even if it's not, sorry, we got on a whole nother topic, but even if it's not about love bombing. Okay, this is a depressing one. So I keep seeing girls on my TikTok. I don't know if this is just because I went through a breakup and my TikTok's really sad right now and like it's like showing me the sad things, but I keep seeing girls say like talk about like ending themselves and killing themselves, and like I go to like comment and DM every single time because like I feel like people like just skip through these and they're like, oh, they're just depressed. Like, oh, it's just like hormones. Like, she'll be fine tomorrow. Seriously, like, if someone is posting that, it's a call for help. I'm being so for real. No matter if they are going to feel fine tomorrow, they're going through something. There's never a point in your life where you should be like, I want to end it, and that be hormones. We've made that too much of like a broad term, like, oh, they're just being emotional. Like, no, you should never have to feel like this. So every time I see these posts, I DM them, I comment on their post. I'm like, if you need anyone to talk to, like, I'm here. Like, I don't care. I could talk to anyone every second of the day if it would keep you alive, right? So I just think, like, please, like, pray for them, DM them, do something, because don't skip those TikToks. Like, it is a cry for help, and I feel like people don't understand. And maybe like you're thinking, oh, well, like it got 10,000 likes, all these other people are like reaching out. It does not matter. It does not matter. You still have to. I'm forcing you to. So I just wanted to like bring awareness to that, because I don't know why I keep getting on my For You page, and they'll have like, most of them have like only like 20, 30 likes. So I'm like, okay, like I know you're going to see this, so I'm going to hurry and DM you really quick. But yeah, sorry to get on this depressing note, but like it needs to be said and it needs to be done. Last topic I wanted to talk a little bit about, that I always talk about, because it's just important. It's just important. So we always talk about important things. So we're going to keep going. Choosing your friends wisely. You guys know I love this one. Oh, please, guys, for the life of the life, please choose your friends wisely, because you can put in so much effort and love into someone and depend on them and all this stuff, and one day they could just be like, oh, let's not hang out anymore. Oh, let's da 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 da. Like, you kind of have to look for the signs when you're hanging out with them. Do they have their priorities straight? Do they have good values? Do they value the people that they already have around them? Okay, I told you guys, like, you shouldn't judge someone by how many friends they have, but genuinely, like, you kind of can. And, okay, it's bad because you can and you can't, because there's, like, situations like me where I literally just have a hard time making friends, and I don't have friends right now, which is okay. It's okay. There's periods of your life, but like, period of your life, right? If they don't have they haven't had friends for a while, they can't keep friends for a long time. It's like, okay, something's going on. I should be a little bit cautious about this person. I should be a little bit worried about what I'm getting myself into if I am planning to like hang out with them more often, be friends with them. Because yeah, they could just drop the ball one day and be like, I'm done with you. Or they could do some really crazy shit to you. I've had some nutty friends, guys. Like I don't know how girls can be like so backstabbing, but like, I just don't get it. Like, I was just like in pure shock, and then you just have to drop them. But like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you really, really have to pay attention and look for the signs. Here's a big sign. Here's a big sign that they're not a good friend for you. You're hanging out with a ton of people, and maybe it's guys, maybe it's girls, whatever. They start saying stuff to put you down, to build themselves up. Holy, can I talk? They start saying stuff that puts you down over and over again. So then you just feel like you can't even talk around them, even if you're not with other people. So I guess like when I was saying with other people, they like try and make you look bad, make them look better, right? Say you're hanging out one-on-one, same thing. They're putting you down, building themselves up. you feel like you can't even open up to them. What is the point of being friends with them? And these can be like the smallest little things. I'm trying to think of an example, but it can be like the most minuscule like way of putting you down, but it still matters because that's a sign. Like when things get tough, it's gonna like what do you call it? Enlarge? I don't know. And just becomes so much like worse. So just look out for those things. And if you do see some small things that aren't like too bad, but like they're concerning, just like limit yourself hanging out with them. Maybe this isn't a close friend. Maybe this is just a friend that you have a good time with and you see a couple times a month or something. I don't know. Oh, we're almost done. That was my last topic. I'm trying to think of more things to like go into because I had a lot on my mind when I wrote this down. But I just think choose friends that are going to be there, you feel like will be there in the long run. Choose friends that you think will literally... Wait. I can't remember what I said. I lost my train of thought. Let's just move on. Last thing I wanted to talk about, guys, I was literally sitting... Okay, I literally said that was the last thing, but this is one more thing. This is just like a note I had because I thought it was hilarious. You know how you like take a snap and then like if you sit on it too long and then you like exit out because you didn't want to keep it, it's like abandon this masterpiece. I just like had gotten used to like just clicking the button, right? But I forgot what it had said. But it was so funny. I took a screenshot of this the other day because I was sitting in my bed. Like I had just woken up. I had my bonnet on my head and I was like, my eyes were all like swollen. I just woken up, mind you. Like, so there's like scragglies everywhere. And I'm sitting there like this with my double chin looking at my phone in the morning. And I like accidentally took a picture on Snapchat and I went to delete it. And it was like, abandon this masterpiece. I took a screenshot so fast because I was like, why do we need to be saying this? They could have used any other words. I'm like, yes, I want to abandon this fucking masterpiece. It's not a masterpiece. Like, it was a clip. It was a clip. Okay, I'm done. I'm so tired. I low-key didn't want to film today, but I felt like I can't skip a day. I can't skip an episode. It's partially my OCD, partially for the freaking 5 people that continue to watch every week. So more for you guys, I swear. But all right, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on Thursday, I think. Yeah. Okay, bye.